Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Right now at 10, Title 42 has expired. What that means for the U.S. as tens of thousands of migrants await near the border. Good evening and thank you for watching News 8 Now this weekend. I'm Emily Haugen. Well, the end of Title 42 means the Biden administration's new immigration policies are now in effect. Tens of thousands of migrants are awaiting processing as some cities across the country prepare to receive them. Far from the southern border, some northern cities, including Chicago, have declared states of emergency as asylum seekers arrive. Today, those cities across the country are desperately trying to address a growing humanitarian crisis. CBS's Michael George has the latest.
Here in New York, this public school gymnasium in Brooklyn, now a shelter for migrants arriving in the city. While in Chicago, angry residents are seeking a restraining order.
How could you do that without consulting us?
To stop the city from turning a former high school into a shelter. Before her last day in office Friday, Mayor Lori Lightfoot accused Congress of inaction.
So the federal government has got to be sending resources, real resources, to cities like Chicago.
In Denver, officials say they've spent $16 million housing asylum seekers, and the federal government has reimbursed less than $1 million of that.
We're in desperate need of emergency shelter space to accommodate what will be coming our way.
Back in New York, with shelters already housing 37,000, the city is sending buses of migrants to suburbs. Volunteers like Power Malu are giving aid to arriving asylum seekers.
We're on the front lines and we're giving our all, and we don't get much support.
Does that make sense?
Well, take a look at the radar scan. We have a little bit of precipitation falling across portions of the Cooley region. We'll go ahead and take the graphics so you can see a little bit. And actually, some of this is being picked up in the upper levels of the atmosphere. Some of this is not hitting the ground, but over towards Preston, Decorah area. Seeing some light showers. The big story right now is over towards the cities, down I-35 going into portions of Iowa, where earlier today they had some tornado warnings being reported. I don't see anything on the radar scan right now as of this hour that's concerning. Looks like that system has pushed its way off towards the east. Now for today, we made it into the 60s and 70s. We made it to 75 in La Crosse, 70 in Winona, 72 Sparta. Boscobel, oh, so close to 80. How about 78? 76 was the high in Prairie du Chien, and then 69 was the high in Eau Claire. And right now, Eau Claire, you're sitting at 65 degrees, 66 in Winona. We're at 68 in La Crosse, as well as Prairie du Chien and Boscobel. And right there, you see it, cloudy skies, and that cloud cover is going to continue for the next several hours at 68. Feels like 68. Humidity is at 56% with winds out of the east-northeast at 12 miles per hour. And Eau Claire, you're at 65 degrees with winds out of the northeast at 8 miles per hour. So, Emily, coming up in the first warn forecast.
You good?
Have a nice trip. See you next fall. First warn forecast. Rain chances tomorrow, man. Rain chances tomorrow. We'll time everything out in just a few minutes.
All right, we'll give you some time to heal from that. Thanks, Eric. Well, just across the river, the fishing season is officially underway in the land of 10,000 lakes. The southern Minnesota city of Mankato hosted the Minnesota. The opener is a tradition that started in 1948, and this is its 75th year. This opener is a special way to kick off summer.
Southern Minnesota has such great fishing. We usually talk about, oh, you go up north, but like right here, there are 35 lakes within a 20-mile radius of Mankato. There's great fishing. We have to, we don't brag a lot as Minnesotans, but we have to pop up a little and let people know what we've got in Southern Minnesota. It's great.
So the fishing opener is known as an opportunity to highlight a host community like Mankato. It's also a chance to showcase the opportunities for fishing statewide. And back in La Crosse, a national food drive is making a difference at your mailbox. The letter carrier's Stamp Out Hunger food drive is celebrating its 31st anniversary today all over the Cooley region. This morning, people were encouraged to leave a bag of non-perishable foods next to their mailbox for letter carriers to collect. Organizers say drives like these have a huge impact on area families.
A lot of area families in this region that feed their kids at lunch due to reduced price meals, and some of them qualify for free meals. And during the summer, they don't have that option. So this food drive helps with that.
Over 2 billion pounds of food have been collected during that time. So if you didn't take part in today's drive, Brock Miller says, though, you can always donate to local pantries. And it's graduation weekend at the La Crosse Center. Today, nearly 500 Viterbo University students got to celebrate their accomplishments at Viterbo's spring commencement. The ceremony also honored its retiring faculty. There was plenty to celebrate for those Viterbo grads.
Your co-curricular and curricular education based on a liberal arts focus, including critical thinking skills, ethical decision-making, communication skills, community service, and the principles of servant leadership will serve you well in the future.
And Viterbo also presented Sandy Brecky, who works with La Crosse's unsheltered population on the street medicine team, with an honorary doctorate in humane letters. Well, a special place in the La Crosse community is celebrating a big anniversary. The Hmong Cultural and Community Agency is celebrating 20 years. Attendees honored Hmong traditions at the lunch today. The HCCA's executive director says the center is a special place for La Crosse's Hmong community.
This building serves like home for all of us. No matter how far we go, wherever we are, we always know that this is a center that any one of our Hmong community members can come in, as well as our non-Hmong community members.
And that's coming just in time for the anniversary. Move American Day will be celebrated tomorrow from 11 to 2 in Myrick Park. Coming up on News 8, it's graduation weekend across Wisconsin. It's a chance to celebrate years of hard work. But for one Wisconsin grad, this year is extra special. We'll tell you why coming up later. But first, a new Wisconsin mom got a new heart just in time for Mother's Day. The gift of life coming up after the break. Stay with us.
Taco John's new double beef and potato quesadilla is so filling, it'll have you speaking double. Double seasoned beef, crispy potato olays. 5 melty cheeses, double beef olay. New ultra filling double beef and potato quesadilla for a limited time at Taco John John's.
Active psoriatic arthritis can slow me down. Now, Skyrizi helps me get going. Along with clearer skin, Skyrizi helps with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue in just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, had a vaccine, or plan to.
Ask your doctor about Skyrizi to treat your skin and joint symptoms so you can get going. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
Hello, my name's Boris Gump. Chocolate? Mama always said buying a car was like a box of chocolates. Never know what you're gonna get. Me and Jenny, we buy all our cars at Sleepy Hollow. They got new cars and used cars, a body shop, parts and everything. Like me and Nate, the Sleepy Hollow serviceman, we just like peas and carrots. I'm not a smart man, but if you need a car, you should be running to Sleepy Hollow.
To all you so-called drive-through contenders out there, Taco John's is coming for the breakfast belt. With the boldest, cheesiest, baconiest, potato olay-iest breakfast burritos ever, we're not pulling any punches. The new breakfast champ is here. Try a bigger, bolder breakfast at Taco John's.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
Well, tomorrow is Mother's Day, and one Wisconsin mom is grateful to be alive for it. She has an infant daughter and a new heart after hers went into failure during pregnancy. Mackenzie Davis has more.
They told me I was in heart failure, and I just didn't believe it. I just could not comprehend what that meant. I didn't know if heart failure meant I was dying or, I couldn't even wrap my head around it.
At 7.5 months pregnant, Susan Sigenthaler was experiencing symptoms she thought were what came with being pregnant, but her gut told her differently. An otherwise healthy 38-year-old with no family history of heart disease, Susan was in heart failure and was put on medication that wouldn't harm her unborn baby, Stevie. A C-section was then scheduled for December 26th, but she naturally went into labor the night before.
Before we had her, it was really scary. I didn't know if she was going to make it through the labor, and it was scarier than wondering if I was going to make it through the labor.
Born premature, Stevie was otherwise healthy, but the next task for doctors at UW Health was not only to keep Stevie healthy in the NICU, but to save Susan's life by continuing with medication for her heart, which was then pumping at a 5 to 10% fraction rate.
Every time they mentioned worst case scenario, ended up happening. And eventually they put me on the transplant list.
Susan waited 11 days for a new heart, which health professionals at UW Health say heart failure in pregnancy is rare.
Certainly heart failure that progresses to the point of needing a heart transplant in the immediate postpartum period is an exquisitely rare thing.
But defying the odds, Susan was given a second chance at life, all thanks to a stranger.
As happy as we are, I know that somebody had to lose a loved one, and so that thought crosses my mind a lot, especially on Mother's Day, because, you know, it's very possible that we wouldn't have had a Mother's Day without them.
Able to spend her first Mother's Day as a family of 3, happy and healthy.
And besides Mother's Day, you might have caught a second holiday reference in that story. Susan went into labor on Christmas night. Well, coming up on News 8, a group of veterans are returning now from the flight of a lifetime. We'll take a look at this season's Freedom Honor Flight after the break.
And in the world of weather, we have increasing clouds. The rain chances will be on the increase as well. My accident-prone self will have the first warn forecast coming up on the other side of the break. Stay with us.
There are so many things we take for granted. So many things. And along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for their survival for granted too. The elderly, disabled, the veterans, people on limited and fixed incomes, or folks that lost jobs in sectors hardest hit during the pandemic. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living? Some people just can't come back. And through no fault of their own, they're being left behind, struggling to keep their heat, water, and power on. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our heat, water, and power providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
To everyone who appreciates a handcrafted meal, are you ready for a taste of Wisconsin?
Butterburgers cooked fresh, just the way you like.
The way you love.
Definitely love.
And our thick and creamy frozen custard, we make it for you all throughout the day. All day.
All day, every day. Put it in the extra work and not cutting corners. Takes a little longer.
But it's how we've always done it at Culver's. Because making your meal with care shows how much we care.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2.
He's going to speak now.
The good news, US Cellular gives you $1,200 off any phone with no trade-in needed.
Wow.
So, friend who always has a broken phone can finally get a new one.
Oh, it's just a scratch. It's broken.
Oh. Oh.
It's busted.
We're good. Oh no.
Get $1,200 off any phone with no trade-in needed. US Cellular, built for us.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Non-drowsy Claritin knocks out symptoms from over 200 allergens without knocking you out. Feel the clarity and make today the most wonderful time of the year. Live Claritin Clear.
How do we decide what hotel to book? Fear not, I got you. Choice Hotels has a hotel for every type of stay. Like a comfort with the kiddos. Spacious. That's what they all say. Stay twice and get a $50 gift card when you book direct at choicehotels.com.
Come explore and plan your next home improvement project at the Board Store Home Improvement's historic 8-building showroom, 524 Copeland Avenue, La Crosse. You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Wisconsin veterans headed to our nation's capital today for a special trip. News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall was there for takeoff, and he tells us more about today's Freedom Honor Flight.
94 veterans took off from La Crosse Airport to see the D.C. memorials that were built in their honor. Some of them fought during the Korea era, while most fought in Vietnam, including Orland Hawkish.
It's part of my service and that stuff I did for my country.
Over 2,400 veterans have flown on the Freedom Honor Flight since it started in 2008. For some veterans, including Herbert Cornell, it was their first trip to D.C.
Well, I've been to this, never been up to the Capitol before, and I thought that would be, my son kind of talked me into going along or taking the trip.
Each veteran goes with a guardian and are accompanied by medics. The trip is a whirlwind. It's only a day long. Attendees return at night.
I've done this before. I'm excited for my dad to go to D.C. and to be honored for being a veteran.
All 94 veterans were sent off by the public who woke up bright and early to watch them take off. On French Island, Jeremy Wall, News 8 Now.
So those flights are put on by a local chapter of the Honor Flight Network. That company brings vets across the country to D.C. Donors gifted the Freedom Honor Flight $2,000 to keep those trips going. Well, switching gears, we're going to check in with Eric. I don't like to bring up the past normally, but you keep bringing it up. How are you doing after your fall?
You know, apparently, I had knee surgery back in March. Apparently, I didn't learn how to properly walk after the fact.
It's okay. So it takes time. Baby steps. Literally. Right?
Literally. Right? Making sure we don't have any boxes or anything in the way as I walk to the green screen. Take a look here at the numbers for today. Hey, we made it to 75 after a morning start of 63, 71, and 49 is where we should be for this time of year. 90 was the record high set back 1 year ago today, 2022. 30 was the record low set back in 1953. Now, tomorrow, not bad in terms of temperature. It's going to be cool. 50s and 60s, I'll take that for this time of year. But you go over towards, let's say, Stanley, Ladysmith, Eau Claire, Menominee area, you'll see temperatures in the upper 60s to low 70s. The only downside about tomorrow is the rain chance will be on the increase. We're going to go to 63 in La Crosse, and here's how we get there. We'll start the day off with a temperature of 53. We'll go to the double nickels by the afternoon hours, and then the late afternoon going into the early evening hours, we'll see temperatures in the upper 50s to low 60s. That rain chance is really going to ramp up as we go into the morning hours, and it'll start to dwindle down as we go into the afternoon and evening hours. And here's the timing on Sky Tracker. We'll go ahead and start the clock here. 6 o'clock, you can see the majority of the Coulee region seeing some rain, and it starts to slowly dwindle down as we go throughout your Sunday. By Sunday at about 5 o'clock, it's out of the Coulee region, and then we'll see the clouds start to dissipate as we go into your evening and overnight hours. The reason why Eau Claire, Ladysmith area, you'll be in the 60s and 70s, you're not going to have the rain to contend with. You're going to stay partly to mostly cloudy. Now, in terms of the radar scan, we are seeing that false echo that we usually see at this time of evening. Over towards Mankato and the cities, seeing some heavy rain, even some thunderstorm activity. And right now, we're seeing temperatures in the 60s from top to bottom, making for a beautiful evening across the Coulee region. But this, like I said, for the most part, is what the high end is going to look like, especially over towards the Viroqua area, as well as Decorah, but Eau Claire and Ladysmith will go back to the 60s and 70s. So let's go ahead and time out tonight. You'll see the rain chances on the increase for the overnight hours, and they really start to ramp up again by the afternoon hours until we get to about that 5, 6 o'clock time frame where it just starts to dwindle down. And then after that, the cloud cover is out here, and we'll be left with clear skies with abundant sunshine for Monday going into Tuesday. So the first one forecast for tonight, 53 degrees. We'll see that cloudy sky to start. The rain chances increase overnight. Winds will be out of the east at 10 to 15 miles per hour tomorrow. We got a 53 by 8 a.m. We'll hover in the 50s with the rain chances throughout the majority of the day. We'll go to 60 by the 6 o'clock hour, upper 50s by 8 p.m. That takes us into the next 8 days. How about the mid to upper 70s for Monday and Tuesday with plenty of sun? Talk about car wash weather there. Wednesday night going into Thursday, and then Friday morning we have the rain chances, and then next weekend not looking bad. How about upper 70s?
I'm very excited about all the sunshine that we're going to get.
Me too.
It'll be worth the wait.
Yes, agreed.
All right, thanks, Eric.
You bet.
Coming up in sports, the spring sports season is nearing its
This whistleblower says his church has...
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Mayo Clinic Health System. Whether you need routine care or specialty care, Mayo Clinic Health System offers the best options for care where and when you and your family needs it.
Migraine hits hard, so you hit back with Ubrelvy. You put it all on the line. One dose of Ubrelvy quickly stops migraine in its tracks within 2 hours.
Do not take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Most common side effects were nausea and tiredness.
Ask about Ubrelvy, the anytime, anywhere migraine medicine.
Just one drop. Oh! Gorilla Super Glue Micro Precise. Of course!
Precise application, controlled dispensing with Gorilla Strength. For the toughest jobs on planet Earth.
News 8 Now and Dairyland Power Cooperative present Our Community Cares.
Moon Tunes returns to Riverside Park in La Crosse starting June 1st. The free concert series is brought to you by the Valley View Rotary. Concerts are held Thursday nights from 5:30 to 8 throughout the summer. June Dairy Days takes place at the Village Park in West Salem, June 2nd through the 4th. Food, fun, fireworks, family entertainment, music, and parade, and much more to entertain the whole family.
For more information on these events, or if you'd like to submit an event, visit news8000.com.
There are too many options.
How do we decide what hotel to book? Fear not, I got you. Who are you? I'm your fairy hotel mother.
What is happening?
Let me help you pick a hotel you feel good about. Choice Hotels is a family of brands with a hotel for every type of stay. Like a comfort with the kiddos.
Ooh, spacious.
Or a Cambria Hotel downtown for just the two of you. Hold my wand, don't wave it at anything. Get the best price by booking direct at choicehotels.com.
Yeah!
What did I say?
It's the King Furniture Pre-Memorial Day Mattress Blowout. We're making room for more inventory and slashing prices on all mattresses. Plus, get an additional 10% off. And whatever mattress inventory we have left, we're gonna blow it up in the parking lot. Just kidding, but you are gonna get incredible deals plus 12 months interest-free financing. Hurry in to the King Furniture Pre-Memorial Day Mattress Blowout. Don't miss it.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Mayo Clinic Health System. Here's News 8 Now's Kate Overton.
Well, the high school spring sports season has been flying by, and we're already into the postseason for the track and field teams. We had the MVC Track and Field Championships over at UWL, and a ton of athletes giving it their all as the season is nearing its end. In 3 weeks, UWL will host state track, but for now, it's all about the local athletes. Starting with the girls' 100-meter hurdles, we've got Toma's Lily Joyce coming in hot. The junior takes first with a time of 15.16 seconds, a new PR and a top 10 time in the state. Onalaska's Josie Blum took second. Boys 110 hurdles, and that's La Crosse Logan's Avon Smith in the lead. He takes gold with a time of 15.09. Holman's Kyle Jackson right behind him in second. And then it was time to clear the track and get ready for the 100-meter dash. And in the girls' race, it was the freshman Lydia Lazarescu from Holman flying down the track and finishing with a time of 12.17 seconds, a new PR, a top 10 time in the state, and a new MVC conference meet record. Boys' race, and it's the defending 100-meter dash state champion Colin Kazemius, and he'd get a win at 10.58, a new PR, and it's the fastest time in the state. Toma's Alex Boyko right behind him with a top 10 time as well. We've got 2 races left, starting with the girls' 1,600-meter run. This one was close going into lap 4, but Onalaska's Allie Thomas would find another gear and pull ahead, taking first in 5 minutes and 18 seconds. For the boys, it's Onalaska's Blake Bernstead pulling away. He finishes in 4 minutes, 27 seconds, and is a conference champion. How about some team scores? And they were close. For the girls, Onalaska is conference champions, beating Holman by just 8.5 points. And for the boys, it's La Crosse Logan taking first, and wow, just barely beating Onalaska by ½ a point. And I wasn't able to make it to Viroqua for the Cooley Conference Track Championships, but I do have some team scores for the girls. It's Westby taking home the gold by winning by 26 points over West Salem, who got second. And the boys, West Salem took first, with Viroqua in second. To the Diamond WIAC Baseball Championships, UWL taking on UW Whitewater. Eagles down 1, but Anthony Vivian is going to tie this one up. A solo shot to left center. We're all even at 1. Now in the 7th, Eagles up 3, and it's Vivian again. Another deep fly, this time to right field. His second home run of the game as UWL gets the win and are WIAC champions for the 4th time in school history. They clinch a berth in the NCAA D3 championships. And UWL softball also in the WIAC championship. They're tied with Stevens Point in the bottom of the 9th. Bases loaded for Kira Lard, and she's going to give the Eagles a conference title. A walk-off single up the middle. The fans are loving it as UWL wins their 4th WIAC softball title and also clinch a spot in the D3 tournament. All right, for the MLB, Milwaukee came into the day with a half-game lead in the NL Central, in large part due to some solid production from Christian Yelich. And that would continue today against the Royals, down 2-0 early on in the 3rd, but with a runner on, Christian Yelich crushes this one to dead center. It goes off the center field backdrop, and it's gone for a 2-run shot. Give Yelich the cheesehead. We're all even at 2. Kansas City trying to answer, and they find one by the name of Salvador Perez. He pulls one for a solo home run, and KC retakes the lead. 6th inning, Yelich up again, and Yelich crushes again. This time, he sends it over the left field wall for a game-tying solo shot. We're even at 3. Bottom of the 9th, a man on third for Joey Wiemer, and the rookie is going to pop one up to deep center field. That should be deep enough to score the run, and it is. Milwaukee wins it 4-3. They'll go for the sweep tomorrow. And in Minnesota, the Twins hosting the Chicago Cubs, battling a little rain up there. First inning, nobody on for Alex Kirilloff, and he's going to start this game off with a bang. A solo home run to left. Twins lead 1-0. We'll go to the 3rd inning, same score, but Joey Gallo is going to add a few more. A 3-run shot to the upper deck. Just check out this swing one more time in slow motion. Just crushes it. Twins take the lead 4-0. It's been a rough start to the season for Carlos Correa, but this is a good sign. He launches this one deep to right for a solo shot as the Twins would go on to win this one 11-1. That's all for sports. We'll be right back.
This season, LCT's Black Box series projects the voices of the LGBTQ community. Dramas, comedies, and musicals make up this very important series. Series passes are now on sale. To purchase yours, call the LCT box office or visit lacrossetheater.org.
The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is here and ready to help. Anyone in Wisconsin can call, text, or chat to get connected to a trained 988 counselor. Trained counselors are here to support anyone experiencing a suicidal, mental health, or substance use crisis. You can also contact 988 if you're concerned about someone. 988 is confidential and free to all Wisconsin residents. 988 24/7. Call, text, chat. Here to support you.
Migraine hits hard, so you hit back with Ubrelvy. You level up. You won't take a timeout. One dose of Ubrelvy works fast. It can quickly stop migraine in its tracks within 2 hours without worrying if it's too late or where you are.
Unlike older medicines, Ubrelvy is a pill that directly blocks a protein believed to be a cause of migraine. Do not take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Most common side effects were nausea and tiredness.
Migraine pain relief starts with you. Learn how AbbVie could help you save. Ask about Ubrelvy, the anytime, anywhere migraine medicine.
Hello, I'm Christy Halenka, Reading Program Chair at Viterbo University. Viterbo is proud to serve our area communities by providing programs that produce quality educators and leadership in our schools. Viterbo University is once again partnering with News 8 to recognize outstanding classroom teachers in the area. We look forward to working with generations of teachers and change agents for years to come. Do you know a top-notch teacher? Then go online to news8000.com or write to this address.
Mother's Day is almost here, and it's time to visit Jolivet Family Farms. 8 greenhouses full of a wide variety of flowers, vegetable, and plants, all grown for this climate. Jolivet's features one of the area's largest selections of hanging baskets. Succulents, clematis, citronella mosquito plants, horseradish, rhubarb, asparagus. Find unique lawn and garden decor. Take home a strawberry rhubarb pie, rhubarb crisp, or try the new peanut butter pie from our homemade bakery. All this and so much more. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
This season, LCT's Black Box series projects the voices of the LGBTQ community. Dramas, comedies, and musicals make up this very important series. Series passes are now on sale. To purchase yours, call the LCT box office or visit lacrossetheater.org.
Well, it's a long-awaited day for many as college students graduate this weekend all over Wisconsin. This week, reporter Kyle Pozowski sat down with a student at UW-Whitewater, Holland Peterson. Her story of resiliency began years before college was on her mind.
It's one of the final times Holland Peterson will be walking down the halls of UW-Whitewater's Green Hill Center of the Arts.
I feel like it's been a long time coming. I have no idea where I'm going to end up.
Holland is graduating, giving a speech at her university's commencement in front of hundreds of fellow classmates, friends, and professors, hoping to inspire them through her own life experience.
I've had a lot of people ask me, like, Holland, how do you do it? Or, like, how do you not give up? Because if I were you, I'd totally give up. Like, you have the worst luck.
You can't tell now, but Holland was diagnosed with cancer when she was 5.
So I had major surgery when I was 5, and then I had chemotherapy.
Leaving vital parts of childhood gone.
Then it came back, and I relapsed when I was 7, but this time it spread to my lungs. So it was back to more surgery, chemo, and then this time radiation. And then, unfortunately, it came back a third time.
She learned lessons in resiliency to get through early education.
I missed over 650 days of school. So, like, when I was going back, I just had no clue what was going on.
When it came time to decide what she wanted to do after high school, she wasn't quite sure what to do. Her high school art teacher encouraging her to take up an art major.
He always told me, Helen, you're gonna go to college and you're gonna go to art school and you're gonna become an art teacher. And I was like, no, I'm not.
Yeah, she found herself switching majors from communications to art, going down a journey of self-expression through her years of treatment.
Like, it gives me catharsis when I'm painting. I think as I was a freshman here, I was very much just like, oh, I want it to be pretty, I want it to look nice. And then as the years went on, it was more about like the emotion that I was getting.
One of the people who has helped Holland along her journey at Whitewater is Gray Picaro.
I met Holland, I believe it was fall of 20 when we were online, remote learning because of COVID.
Picaro says through teaching Holland, he's seen up close just how special she is.
I'm incredibly proud of her. She was an exceptional student, both academically, but also just as a human being. She's a very genuine, kind of grounded, humble young woman, and I can attribute that to just the struggles that she faced at an early age. Like, her resiliency is amazing.
Now with graduation in sight, she hopes to spread a message to her classmates to be thankful for the life they all have.
You were able to accomplish this and you're here at graduation and look what you have done, and like there's so much more that you're going to do and that you can do.
Holland will now, oh, you can't see me there. She'll now begin her next journey out east, where she hopes to attain a Master of Fine Arts from Syracuse University. We will be right back. Hopefully you'll see me.
See the stories you missed or watch them again on our YouTube page. Or find us at news8000.com.
It's the Bobby Bones Show. Let's go. We're going to make you laugh. And the biggest stars in country music, they all come by here.
Really? Yeah. Shut up.
Join me, Bobby Bones, every weekday morning starting at 6 on Kicks 106.3.
LaCrosse Glass and Overhead Doors has been selling, servicing, and installing garage doors since 1964 and believe garage doors should be exceptional quality and craftsmanship. We guarantee to help you select a door to fit all of your needs. We offer a large stock inventory of CHI overhead doors, including residential, commercial, rolling steel, and high-speed doors. Visit our website and design the door of your dreams with CHI Door Visions. Get your free quote today.
Transportation, food supply, everything is going carbon-free. At Excel Energy, we see it too. Eco-friendly car washes, carbon-free search engines, and all that clean energy needs clean energy. The same reliable, more affordable energy that powers your home. This is how the future is made.
How do we decide what hotel to book?
Fear not, I got you. Choice Hotels has a hotel for every type of stay. Like a comfort with the kiddos.
Spacious.
That's what they all say. Stay twice and get a $50 gift card when you book direct at choicehotels.com.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Non-drowsy Claritin knocks out symptoms from over 200 allergens without knocking you out. Feel the clarity and make today the most wonderful time of the year. Live Claritin Clear.
It's time for more fun moments at Fanati's. The whole family's here today.
Yeah, we're out running errands together and thought we'd stop and pick up a few things for Mother's Day. She loved truffles.
Who doesn't?
When I was little, she would always get truffles for Mother's Day.
Chocolates and assorted chocolates and bars. Happy Mother's Day, Amanda. It's so good to see all of you again.
Thanks, Lori. You too.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Brought to you locally by Fanati's Nut and Chocolate Shop in downtown La Crosse.
Hi, it's Elvis Duran. Thanks for listening. We are just the family sitting around the table.
Best answer ever!
We're always fun.
Hi, it's Elvis Duran from the Mix Morning Show. Wake up with us every morning on Mix 96.
If you have plans to take your mom out tomorrow, make sure you have the rain gear. Rain chances will be in the forecast. They will dwindle down, though, in the late afternoon to evening hours. We will go back into the 70s with plenty of sun on Monday and Tuesday. Rain chances again midweek. And then next weekend, Saturday we go to 72, Sunday we go to 78 degrees. I think I may have to wash my car sometime this week.
Oh, definitely. Whoops.
I'm just waiting for that sun next week. I can't wait for that weekend.
Oh, I know.
I agree.
Can't wait to get sunburnt again. Thank you for watching News 8. Join us again tomorrow night.